Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Bitcoin. In this video, we want to take a look here at the shorter time frame. Yesterday, I covered the daily chart as well, but in this video, we want to focus just on the micro patterns. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Wish you a great start to the weekend, and yeah, definitely enjoy it. Spend some time. If you have any good weather, definitely some good weather here in Europe. But anyway, the idea is yesterday, and I mentioned that already in yesterday's video, that we would probably visit the support area again. And I gave you a initial, let's call it an initial target area in the last video between 95,899 and $96,656. We've now reached that target box. It was based on the idea that this here was simply a high B wave, that basically all of Friday's movement was simply a corrective rally. I know it's annoying, I know it's disappointing, but the support area didn't move, even though the price moved a bit higher, but that was intentional because of the risk of a high B wave. Now, does it mean we definitely will get another high? No. I mean, just visually, we have already 5 waves up, also from the 30th of April low, but I would prefer still another high because I see this here only as a high B wave. But there is, we don't need to guess or anything. The market clearly tells us what the most probable patterns are, and especially the key levels, right? So when we talk about key levels here, the 95,280 support level remains my first signal line, first top signal, that this rally from the 30th of April low is done. That's the 50% retracement of the currently, or the rally that started here and finished on the 1st of May. I ignore the high B wave in that measurement. I could include it, but I ignore it intentionally because you do not include B waves in your measurement of the fibs. So if it's a high B wave, then this here is now the C wave to the downside, and the wave 4 correction that started on the 1st of May is still unfolding. And until, I explained that in yesterday's videos, I think, until we break below 95,280, there is absolutely no sign that a more substantial top has formed. But I warned in yesterday's updates about the fact that we already, if we zoom out a little bit, that we already have visually 5 waves completed, not only from the 30th of April low, but also from the 7th of April low. So that we have a wave 1, a wave 2, wave 3, and in one scenario I can say this here was the 4th wave. There was the dip on the 30th of April, and this here was the 5th wave, okay? Or we are in the 5th wave. And even in that 5th wave then, that's the rally from the 30th of April low, we also have 5 waves. But the difference is, in the yellow, in the scenario I just showed you, that might just be a high B wave, okay? That rally from yesterday. So if it was a high B wave, can still make a case for another low, for another high, I need more coffee. So that being said, as long as we don't break below that 95,280 level, there's really absolutely no sign that a top has formed. We would need a break below that level first before we can really think about, okay, is the next move down, is it part of the white scenario? That's now a larger time frame, yeah? Is it part of the white scenario where we get another high in this A wave? Or are we already in the B wave? So, quick reminder, the base case is a substantial low formed on the 7th of April. That hasn't changed in recent weeks. We wanted to see 5 waves up. Now, in the yellow scenario, I can already call it 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that might be A, all of wave A. Whether we get another high on the micro level or not so important for this perspective. Then the next move down could be a B wave and we go higher. But also here on this time frame, I can call the rally that's happening right now a high B wave, just on the larger time frame. So this was just the A wave, this dip into the 28th of April low. All of this is a B wave, and then we get another C wave down, and it could still rally higher, okay? But whether that's the white count or the yellow count, I mean, we will have to deal with that once we have a first top established. At the moment, we don't even know if a top is in, and I would like to keep the door open for one more high. That's, by the way, also what I'm tracking on the Nasdaq. By the way, in yesterday's update, Check out our More Trading Online channel. You'll find it linked in the description. I cover the Nasdaq actually. Okay. Now, people ask me about a larger time frame perspective for Bitcoin. I can only recommend you check out the MCO Global channel. It's also linked in the description. Here, just a few days ago, I covered Bitcoin long-term chart, also the SPX, by the way. But you can check that out. Again, it's linked in the description. It gives you a good idea of the overall context. No need to repeat that so frequently here on the More Crypto Online channel. Now, let's zoom in again. Just take a quick look at the micro patterns. And when we then take a look in more detail at the decline from yesterday's high that formed here at 97,920, it's difficult, I think, to really say, okay, what is really the nano count here? Really tricky because there is not much structure in that decline. I think we have an initial 1-2 set up to the downside. And then probably another 1-2. Question is, what is all this? Yeah, I cannot identify a clear fourth wave yet. Even though we reached that target area I communicated, but I cannot identify a clear, healthy fourth wave. So I'd say there is a case to be made for another 4-5 pattern. And yes, this is an initial target area, but we could go a little bit below that. And key is that we don't break below 95,280 to keep the overall, let's say, bullish thesis alive. But if at some point there might be a fourth wave here over the weekend, it should stay below the 50% retracement. And we can add that to this chart today as initial resistance. Let me tidy that up a bit. So this would be initial resistance between 96,000. No, hold on. I will add the 23.6 Fib level. It's between 96,591 and 97,011. That means only a break above this would suggest first indication maybe, that some kind of a low has formed there. And we're now testing the 1st of May lows. So there could be a bounce from here maybe, and then maybe one more final low. Not needed though, but on Saturday, it's kind of not expected to get really a substantial upside breakout. So yeah, we might get a bit of consolidation today. That's the update on BTC. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. If you become MCO member, you have the benefit of getting access to member-only videos. Today I covered WIF, DogWIF hat, yesterday VTHO, then Jasmine, Polygon, many more. You also get access to our member live stream. That is running tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to share the link for members. For our member live stream, it's very popular. Typically we cover around 40 to 50 coins in that live stream. So if you have any requests, you can put them then into the live stream chat. Also, if you're a gold member, you get access to our Discord server where we cover much more. There's learning material and also now updates about gold and silver. A lot of you have asked for these. So these are now included as a bonus pretty much in our daily updates. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.